Good night, everyone. Welcome you all to the first edition of the SC105 TIMO conferences. My name is Veronica Fernandez. Nice to meet you all again. And tonight is going to be a huge pleasure to serve you all as master of, I can tell you in advance, an incredible ceremony. As MC, I kind of share you that all our speakers had put a lot of work in order to make this night a plenty of pleasure and event an unforgettable mix of experiences. So please, let's get ready to rumble. And first of all, there are great people that we should be thankful to have done in our lives. So also, we should recognize them, right? So today, delivering an instructional speech about his brother to recognize the great things he has done for him. And I don't want it to delay more the wait. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to call out our first speaker, Ahmed Al-Suhaimi.
Hello everyone. My friends, in your life and mine, there is someone who's been always there for you. As a friend, a brother, a father, and a teacher, who's been a very good influence on you. Someone you would give your life for without questioning. My presentation subject is my brother. I am going to introduce him first, bring up some of the great things that he has done for me, and mention a little story that taught me how great a person he is. My brother's name is Abdullah Suhaimi. He's a retired military general and a businessman. He's a father of 3 sons and a daughter. Abdullah had taught me a lot in my life. He's the one who helped me take my first steps as a child. He's the one who taught me how to be responsible for my actions. He's the one who taught me to stand and talk like a man and never be afraid of telling the truth, no matter how bad is it. He's the one who taught me how to drive in a very brave age. Even bought me my first car when I was an 8th grader. All the best years, I thought his greatness and passion, only within the family. His greatness and passion of helping others, only within the family, until he got into a serious financial problem with one of his business projects a couple years ago. And I was really desperate to help him, but it was beyond my capabilities. So I went to the debt holder, trying to convince him to give my brother some time to figure it out, and I know he will. But I was shocked when the man told me that your brother is no longer in debt to me. One of his friends came to me and paid everything. Bear in mind, more than 3 dozens of important community people came to me offering to pay his debt. I gotta admit, I'm impressed that your brother has all those great men beside him, willing to be there for him anytime. I left the office thinking, what my brother has done for all those people that made them willing to pay millions for him. Then I realized a wisdom he taught me once, that whatever you can do for others, just do it. No matter, even if you don't know them. Because that's what it means to be a human. And believe me, no matter how small you can do, there are a lot of people out there who appreciate what you can do and see it at the greatest help ever. People have different personalities. Some of them force others to respect them for the great people they are. And some of them force people to disrespect them. But whenever you have someone in your life that's willing to be there for you, that person is a treasure. You should hold on to it and never lose it. I chose my brother to be my presentation subject, to recognize the great person he is, and to show how I am proud to be his brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed, for such a powerful speech and some emotional words. So, and to avoid losing our train of thoughts, and let me keep talking about courage and effort. Now I've got the pleasure to present a very special speaker. She's a visiting student from Spain, and I'm sure that she's going to uplift our values perspective and bringing out an emotional speech today. And which is even more important to all of us, family. Talking how her family has a great influence on her life. Those international students and also those who live far from home, you know what I mean. So I bid you a warm welcome to this special sitting, Aitana Fernandez.
Hello everyone. What I've done today is a thank you speech for my father, because I am how I am because of him. He has taught me a lot of values that are very important for life, so I'm going to speak about what he taught me, some anecdotes, and also some family traditions that we have. When I was 2 years old, we were on a holidays in the beach, and my father decided that I had to be a tough person. So he grabbed me and he put me in the water, and I need to say that it was not a warm day. So I don't know if it worked, but I was sick for a week. When I was small, he also used to make up stories for me, and he also did challenges because I had lots of energy. So he told me to climb ropes or go up the slides. He has inculcated me the love for sports because he also loved it. And since I was small, he used to go with me to the park to play soccer. And also all the games that I had, he has always been there to see me. In my family, it is common that every year or every 2 years, we travel together, so we have a lot of moments together, and then we have the opportunity to speak about them. Every member of my family loves eating, so we eat a lot of food, and it has become a tradition that when we all gather, we make a competition to see who eats more. I know it sounds like caveman or something like that, but we really have a good time. Another thing that we love doing is very common in Spain, and it's called nap or siesta. And it feels so good after one of the food competitions. There are some values that I have learned from my dad, and they are the respect, the humbleness, to be strong and persevere, forgiveness, honesty, love, the importance of the family, and the spirit of sacrifice. So I want to thank him for spending so much time with me, for his patience, for his love words, for his hugs, every lesson and every value he has taught me. He always thinks in me before than himself. So I will never stop admiring and respecting him for everything he has achieved. And he's a very important person for me, and without him I would not be who I am now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aitana, for sharing that personal experience with us tonight, and a clear, or definitely your life model of life. Okay, so now let me introduce you a different kind of speech, who is Conor Lent, is the brother of the room, who would like to share with us a toast to celebrate the marriage of his brother. So please everybody, a huge ovation to Conor.
Thank you, everyone, friends and family, for gathering here tonight. I can promise from my family to yours, we all appreciate your love and support coming out and showing us. And man, I really thought this day would never come with my brother. I know when he was in high school, my mom would pray every single night for him to get married and settle down with a nice girl, and and hope maybe that she'd have grandkids one day. And that day finally came. So, and looking back, man, with me and my brother in our childhood, we were actually only a year and a half apart. So I really don't remember much about my life without my brother Evan. Most all the earliest memories I have, he's crawling around on the floor. So we grew up almost like twins is what I tell people. And some of us think we are twins by the look alike. You can be the judge of that. But I just remember being little kids, my mom would take us to the drive-thru, and we would each get one single McDouble off the dollar menu. And he didn't like the patties, And so, but I really like the patties. So what we would do is we would take the patties off, and I would give him the buns, and he would give me his patties, and he would eat them. And that's what we did every day. So, and that was just kind of a little thing like that. We were just close like that. We had this connection. And too, he didn't actually talk till he was 2 years old. And many people thought, you know, my mom was, of course, nervous about it. I just thought there was something wrong with him. And, you know, I just remember, I don't actually remember this, but people would always tell me that I would kind of go up and put my ear next to him and would know what he was wanting. I was the only one that would know anything he wants when he was sick, when he was hungry. I was kind of his little translator into the world. And it's just kind of like that. He's always been one of my closest companions. And today, whenever I was sitting there writing that speech, all these memories kind of got brought up to me. And I just started thinking, man, I'm kind of losing him here tonight. Somebody else is taking him away from him. You know, me and him have always been #1 friends. We've always been close, even when I went to school and when we moved away from each other. We've always been so close together, and it's just kind of hard to let him go. But I know he's going to a good place, and to his new lovely wife, Reagan, I can promise you, you're getting a good companion, a good friend, and somebody who will always be there for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Connor. It's always nice to hear some such words. Okay. So now it's time to change the title. I told you from the beginning that it would be an unpredictable and a mix of the spirit. So here we go. And the nominates of the Oscar for Best Costume Design are Madison Jameson for The Hunger Games, Morning Joe, Part 2, Josh Nelson for Daddy's Home, Errol Yemens for Cinderella, Casey Jones for Star Wars Episode 2, and Becky Bell for Dennis Bill. Dramatic touch. And the Oscar goes to Errol Jennings for Cinderella.
First off, I'm so humbled to accept such an award for costume design. There are so many people that have influenced and supported me. My love of all things Disney has driven me to go into the field of costume design. And most of all, I never thought I would be up here accepting such a prestigious award today. I would like to thank my best friend Angela for always being by my side and dealing with the bolts of fabric in my bedroom when she comes over. I would like to thank my sorority for their support and their understanding of my long hours of sewing instead of service, and when I had to turn down going to social events. Most of all, I would like to thank my parents for making sure that I always believed in myself, making sure that they supported me throughout my passion for sewing. If my parents hadn't supplied me with my first sewing machine many years ago, I would not be here today. They have also made sure that I was raised to want to be the best that I can be and never give up when times get rough. I have been told that I wouldn't make it as a costume designer. I was told that I should just settle and be a home ec teacher. But I wasn't one to listen to the doubts that people gave me. But I did hear them, and it just drove my passion more. Disney has also had an impact on me and my desire to pursue my dreams. I grew up watching movies that taught me to dream big and then go out and do it. Movies with fish that can cross oceans, mermaids that live on land, and how your life can change just because a shoe fit. I'm very grateful to accept this award, and I will cherish it forever. I leave here today with this statue in my hand, love in my heart, and ambitions in my dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing your energy with all of us, as always. So, Fox, all good story has a beginning and also an end. And I guess that this is the end of our short but intense date. But please let me ask you one last thing for tonight. Let's give to all our speakers a big round of applause for their hard work, preparation, and dedication. And finally, I want to express to all SC105 assistants who are here with us tonight for making this extra effort and by far an easy work for me, an excellent crowd. I cannot forget Ms. Jess Hannah as main organizer of the event. So please receive you all this standing ovation.